the marvelous creator, taking time to form each of my members speck by speck of dust, carefully placing every particle of my being in its rightful position in accordance to his holy design, molded the masterpiece he envisioned from the beginning of time. Gently sculpting what turned into my legs, arms, and neck end, giving me impressions of priceless worth. His fingers smoothly graced across the earth and beckoned beauty and wisdom to lay their claim as I became his sandcastle, a place of royal dwelling, a temple purposed to carry the presence of a king. Without so much as a pail and shovel, because he could not bear to create me anything less than unique and original. He set apart within the dirt legs to run his race, and feet upon which to travel, arms to embrace and fingers to lace together with his, eyes as windows to my soul, and a mouth as a gate to my heart, a hand to receive and a hand to impart, though all along, with every impression he made, I could not help but to feel that something was missing, a piece, a part that he must have left out or forgotten, and no matter what I tried to fill its place with, I was only left temporarily gratified and never satisfied. A constant reminder that despite my whitewashed exterior, on the inside, I was dead and searching, decayed and rotten after being ravaged by one too many wolves in sheep's clothing. Created from dust, though vitalized by breath, my empty carcass of flesh lied, waiting though anticipant, debating death though expectantly yearning for a man to get down in my dirt with me and release a wind of respiration within me that would destroy the expiration date stamped upon me by human constraint and brevity, and give me wings to soar with inhuman longevity and life. More abundantly I paused, blinded by the curtain veil covering my eyes and ignorantly deaf to hear the truth, until in one moment, my lungs were filled, eyes opened, and soul revived. My lover made me believe in love at first sight and ravished my heart with one glance of his eyes, one moment captured in the unending labyrinth of his gaze, and I found myself lost in an infinite pursuit that left me changed at every turn. Eyes like fire, a beauty forever burned into my memory. My spirit was branded with a mark of his love. With every instant, his passion pierced into the depths of me. With a compassionate touch, he strummed a melody of new life on the strings of my heart, replacing my blood with his, exchanging my mortality for his pure love's vitality. He awakened me. In that very moment, something within me shifted, and I could only question how a misfit could be his fit. He jealously tore away the labels of orphan, cast away, mistreated, and broken, and carefully mended every wound upon my spirit with a needle and thread of empathy, piecing together every fragment of my identity and redeeming me with the gift of a mindset of serenity, overcome by eternity. His love filled the void of destiny within my chest, the seemingly endless cavity that constantly reminded me of the weight of gravity that held me down until I dove off the shore and into the abyss of his mercy and was inverted upside down into a supernatural climb towards heavenly fulfillment. Losing all concept of what I considered to be reality, and upon acquaintance with the world beyond the earthly firmament, I set my treasures on and sought truth in. I was introduced to the God who is more real than the air I breathe. Yahweh. With every inhalation, I take in a measure of the creation that he spoke into existence with nouns, verbs, and adjectives, infusing nitrogen with oxygen and 8 other compounds and elements. His words intricately compose the air that allows my body to maintain homeostasis, but even more so than I need air in my lungs to survive and function. If I have not his presence, I know not what it means to be alive, a creature without unction. The only Big Bang theory I can attest to was that in one moment, rather than a so-called collision of particles in a far-fetched singularity, the supernatural creator of the universe collided with me and expanded my infinitesimally small vision to see the love that had been passionately pursuing me from my very birth and greater mission of establishing his kingdom on the earth. Now driven by a hunger for righteousness and purity, I desire solely to pursue his heart relentlessly and attain the grace of holiness which his son carried himself, and the sacrificial devotion with which he carried my cross of sin up redemption's hill. I was the one to blame, but because I had a debt that I could not pay, Christ saved my yesterday, today, and tomorrow by taking upon my sorrow and shame and paying a debt that he did not owe. Though my sins were red as scarlet, he washed me white as snow, so that today, made pure from head to toe, I can stand firm, finally alive and breathing with a purpose, living to remind Jesus that what he did was not worthless. Thank you.